Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the Joy My Banks channel. So this is a brand new show we are just launching with my friends Kene and Jane. So welcome to the Winner Takes All show. So here I'll just be asking you questions. You have 20 questions to answer, and each question is 1,000 naira. If you get any question correctly, you are going to get 1 naira from Joy Banks.
Okay.
So and you have 3 lifelines. You can call someone, you can check Google or check your phone,
Okay.
or you can ask me. I can decide to tell you the answer, the right answer or the wrong answer. It's my prerogative. If my mind, anything my mind just tell me to do, that's what I will do. So you can choose any field of your choice. Which field would you like to
Psychology.
choose? Psychology. I was not expecting anything like psychology. Yeah, it just depends on the area you can answer questions from.
Psychology.
Try football.
Psychology and Christianity.
Okay, like Christian knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start from psychology. So you understand the rules. You are going to like answer one question at a time. So you guys can work as a team. This is like a couple session. Then we can also do individual. So if you have to be part of this show, all you need to do is just like this video, share it, comment on it. So we're going to pick one of the users that comment. We'll just pick at random, and you are going to be like, we'll invite you to come for the show, and you can play for 20 naira. All right. So shall we begin?
Yes, please.
So you guys can confer with yourself before you give me an answer. So question 1 is, which of the following brain structures is most involved in the regulation of emotions such as fear and aggression?
Do we have options?
Are there options?
Yes, there are options.
Okay, please read the options.
Well, you guys can answer this question with that option now.
Read
Give
the
the
options. The options.
Hippocampus,
Okay.
That's my word.
thalamus,
Okay.
amygdala, cerebellum.
It should be the amygdala.
Yeah. Amygdala.
Is that your final answer?
Fire answer.
Amygdala.
Let's move. Look at
No time to check time.
Amygdala is correct. Alright.
Okay.
So we have 1,000 in the bag.
Okay.
Question 2. In classical conditioning, this question are not difficult actually. What term refers to a reappearance of a conditioned response after extinction and a period of rest?
Okay.
Should I repeat the question?
The option.
The option?
Yes.
Jane just going direct. Like already generalization,
Okay.
spontaneous recovery, stimulus discrimination, reinforcement. All people are not reading my mind.
Spontaneous recovery.
Yeah. That should be B, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure? Is that the answer you like to give?
Generalization is when
Yes.
you
You
generalize
can't like differentiate.
discrimination.
Spontaneous recovery is correct.
You are new.
Okay, the next question, we have 2,000 in the bag. According to Piaget,
Okay.
at what developmental stage does a child begin to understand the concept of conservation?
Conservation.
Ah.
Option, please. Option, please.
It's like Kene does not need option for this
Continue.
one. Sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, formal operational stage.
Conservation, right?
Yes.
What consumption is when they can differentiate water. Like let's say
I think that's the third stage. I don't think that's
consumption
the
is the
final
first one.
stage.
Preparation is the first one.
First one is like when they are doing sensory motor.
Like the sensomotor is
It's
the
not,
first
it's not
one.
it.
Sensory motor is there.
Yeah, I
Option.
said it's not
Yeah,
it,
but
but
that's
it's
the
the first
first
stage.
Then preparation is the second. Concrete operational is the third.
Yeah.
Then formal
Yeah.
is the last.
I think for my
So you say when they start understanding
At what developmental stage does a child begin to understand the concept of conservation?
begin
Begin.
should be the third now. She entered the fourth.
concrete.
Do you like to use the lifeline?
Should you go with it? Should you trust it?
Actually, concrete.
Yeah, let's go with concrete.
Concrete operational stage. That's the answer to.
Yeah.
If you don't want to, you have to use your lifeline. You will not take the lifeline home. You can just decide to use it. You can ask me. I won't deceive you.
I don't trust you.
I think it's towards the end that they begin to understand conservation. It's towards the end of that stage. Because concrete operation now is
Abstract.
algebra and all of that.
Okay.
Informal has to do with more abstract.
More abstract.
Professional.
Let's be professional.
You guys don't want to use lifeline.
It's too early.
It's too early.
I hope we don't fail it.
Can we lock it now?
Oh, yeah, let's go.
The answer is
Professional.
professional.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah, sure.
If we fail it, we'll show you that it's professional. Because I remember it's towards the end of it that they begin to understand. The beginning of it. Yes,
Let's go professional, please.
Okay. Pre-operational was the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yes.
Oh,
the answer
so
is
what the-
concrete operational stage.
Oh.
It's a lie. What the?
That's the answer.
Why
Begin,
your-
begin,
Mm,
begin,
mm.
begin to understand the concept of conservation.
No.
It's concrete. Pre-operational, they don't understand. They don't even understand. They don't even begin at all. Yes, they don't even begin. Yeah, I'm sure.
It is the fact of it.
Yes.
Ah.
I'm sure.
All right.
It's there, but maybe we can confirm after the show.
You know,
But is
you know
that
we picked one now.
yes? You picked the answer before.
Yes.
It was correct.
The before is still now. We are still in the moment.
No, your
So we
final.
don't miss it.
Okay. So can we
The
proceed?
next question.
You still have to do an error. Just one question missed. It was a dicey question anyway.
Okay, wait. When we fail a question, we don't disappear.
No, you continue.
Oh, let's go.
Question 4. The tendency to seek out information that confirms one pre-existing belief and ignore contradictory evidence is known as.
Confirmation bias.
Mm, that's accurate. Correct. Confirmation bias.
Come back.
That's the comeback. Okay. What neurotransmitter is primarily involved in mood regulation and is often linked to depression when levels are low?
Is that not? You said the option, but let me just say serotonin. I think so. But read the option.
We like to go with that answer without
Go
the
option. Read the option.
dopamine,
No.
norepinephrine, acetylcholine, serotonin.
Yeah, let's go serotonin. That's why.
Serotonin is the correct answer.
That
So-
thing is always with that dopamine and
Yeah.
serotonin. But
So far, we have 4 down error. In the Stanford prison experiment,
okay.
what psychological concept was most strongly demonstrated?
Okay.
Option.
Option, okay. Learned helplessness, the individualization, cognitive dissonance, operant conditioning.
You said Stanford.
Stanford prison.
Yes, Stanford prison.
What was that experiment again?
Read the option again. Hold.
Learned helplessness,
Okay.
the individuali-
Individuation.
the
Individuation.
the individuation,
Individuation.
cognitive dissonance, operant conditioning.
Are you allowed to remind us what that experiment was?
No,
I think it's the first one. Though.
What do you say the first one was?
learned helplessness.
Yeah.
Do you remember the experiment?
All I can remember is that there was. Hey,
Prison. Stanford prison. I think they were actors.
they asked
Like
the
it was-
prison,
it was a
like prisoners to
simulation.
do something.
You can use a lifeline. You can ask me. I won't let
I
you
don't
down.
trust you. I don't trust you.
Stanford prison. Stanford.
I think it's learned helplessness. It's ringing somewhere in my head. Kene was ringing in your head. Obviously, not the last.
It's a bed that's
option.
ringing.
Eh? What's the
Sorry.
second
What was
option
the first one you mentioned?
Learned helplessness,
again?
the individuation,
Individuation.
cognitive dissonance, operant conditioning.
It was the individuation because they forgot said that they were acting.
They were. I think
They were so
they were
into the
packed
role.
into the
They were so into the role that they forgot it was the simulation. The individuation.
Are you
They
sure?
forgot themselves.
first one. Was
Is that your correct? Is that your final answer? The first one was learned helplessness. So viewers, don't forget to part of our show you need to do is just comment and like, and we'll pick one comment at random. Let's continue.
It's but
Feel it, you lost 2,000 naira out of 20,000 naira.
Ah.
That's like one chicken.
and is it
One
after
chicken.
that previous question? Do you want to go with it?
You can use a lifeline. Ask me. I will tell you.
Should you trust?
I will say yes. When you were using me to play in the other question, I was asking you.
It's easy to remember like this now.
Yeah,
Number
let's
two.
call. Let's use the right time.
This is lifeline.
Yes.
Okay. Which of them do you want to use?
Google then you see you that will trust.
At some point, you have to trust me.
Google.
So what you just trust me now?
Let's just go with it. Let's save this lifeline. Let's do
How many questions do we have?
20 questions.
Let's go. Let's go because we have tougher questions.
I'm sure you already know it's not operant conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cognitive dissonance, right? It's between learning helplessness and the individuation.
Yes.
You know Frank Edo.
Oh yeah, now.
Is he your uncle?
It was my like childhood hero.
All right. Okay.
Learn helplessness
Okay.
was the wrong answer. The individuation was correct.
They lost themselves in the act. In
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
forgot that they were acting to be prisoners and like the prison guard and the prisoners themselves.
Yeah.
They just got lost in it
Everything started.
and they were now acting like they just forgot they were acting. They were now in it like man.
Yeah, your confidence has increased now after you
Yes,
know the answer.
I remember that I was laughing.
All right, next question. According to Freud, which part of the mind operates on the reality principle?
Reality. Ego.
Do you need options for this?
It's now.
Id, ego, super ego, unconscious.
Reality principle.
Ego.
Ego.
So let me answer the simple question. We'll leave the hard one for you.
Okay, ego is correct. Ego is your final answer.
Yes.
Reality.
Ego was the right answer.
Of course.
The big 5 personality traits include all the following except
All right.
neuroticism,
Mm-hmm.
openness, extraversion, psychotism.
Ocean.
Openness, conscientiousness,
You
extraversion.
know what did they change yesterday?
Oh no.
Because it's today major.
Psychotism was the right answer. Next question. What type of memory has the shortest duration?
Okay.
Long-term memory. Of course, long-term memory cannot have.
Can I be honest?
Working memory, sensory memory, episodic memory.
Repeat the two last options.
Sensory memory, episodic memory. Well, in the 9th question now, you have 7 out of 9. That's
Yeah. I think it's
7,000. Is sensory your final answer? What about episodic?
Episodic, it's
I'm not even sure I remember what episode it is.
sensory comes and goes. Once
Like it's very fast.
just comes and goes.
So that's your final answer.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't want to use a lifeline?
No.
Are you sure? You know you missed one question before.
She's backing me on this one.
Sensory.
Sensory was the right answer. What term describes the mistaken belief that past events were more predictable than they actually were?
Hindsight bias.
Hindsight. Yeah, calm it down. Let them know. What is it?
Is that your final?
Is there? What are you? Can I
Show yourself now. Can you show yourself?
please calm it down?
Hindsight bias, occurring effect, availability heuristic, representative heuristic.
Then we go with
That's what I said.
Hindsight bias was actually correct. You've answered 10 questions in psychology. Now, would you like to stay in psychology or we?
Let's stay. Let's stay, please.
Okay. So we've answered 10 questions and you got 8 correctly, right?
9.
We only missed one.
You missed one.
Which was 2,000 naira.
Okay, that's true. No, that means it's the 1,000 naira then.
We missed one.
So you have 9,000 naira around. Okay, next question. Which psychological perspective emphasizes free will, self-actualization, and the human potential for growth?
Option C.
Let me hear you now.
Kene.
Humanistic now, but let's say the options.
This question, he's just eating this question like fried rice. Behavioral, cognitive, humanistic, psychodynamic.
Humanistic.
I want to hear
Calm down.
you.
No, leave the easy ones to me. Leave the other one for you.
See, you will shock yourself.
Humanistic was actually the correct answer.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, next question. The ability, the ability to delay gratification is most likely associated with which kind of long-term outcomes, according to the studies like the marshmallow test. Do you know about the marshmallow test?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes, I remember that. Where they gave they told some children
Not to.
Yeah.
not to
And
eat
then
it
they
now.
asked
Will you multiply it?
Yeah, we didn't pay one now. They take two in another some minutes time. Yeah.
Now you are telling us what it is. When we're asking you what that was.
You know this one. I know we're just having a discussion on it. Can I go with the options?
Yes.
We have lower intelligence, poor social relationship, higher academic achievement, higher levels of neuroticism.
What's the question?
Question.
The ability to delay gratification is most closely associated with what kind of long-term outcomes, according to the studies like the marshmallow test.
Okay, long-term outcome. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, the options.
Yes, okay.
Lower intelligence, poor social relationships, higher academic achievements, higher levels of neuroticism.
C. C.
Higher academic achievement, right? Is that the final answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, higher academic achievement was the correct answer.
Who else is intelligence trap?
Okay,
So
that's like how many questions are we now?
I think we're on the 12th one.
First one, and you've gotten 11
Yes.
correctly. Okay. Which of the following is a core concept in Carl Rogers' person-centered therapy?
Okay.
You know, you already you have the answer for me.
Without saying you could not finish your question.
Unconscious drives, reinforcement schedules, conditions of work, defense mechanisms.
What's the question again?
Which of the following is a core concept in the Carl Rogers' person-centered therapy?
Yeah. What's that C? Just read the options again.
Conditions of work,
Condition of work.
That's C.
That's C.
Let's hear everything altogether.
unconscious drives, reinforcement schedules, conditions of work, defense mechanisms.
Second one is psychodynamic. Yes.
Unconscious
C.
work. That's
Do you want to use a lifeline?
It
no.
was this Rogers. It's not about Baba
It's
brother.
okay, giving unconditional regard or love to people.
No.
Basically, that's what it's
Carl Rogers.
Your version.
It's our
Yes.
brother.
Conditions of what was the correct answer?
It's
Okay, we have what question are we now?
14.
What's in
14. And you've only gotten one wrong.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, just quickly. Which concept of psychometry refers to the consistency of a measurement instrument across time and different conditions?
what's that? Come again, please.
I will not be repeating my question now.
Yeah, let's go to
Which concept
So
in
just say the
psychometry
question and the options. So we just
refers to the consistency of a measurement instrument across time and different conditions?
options.
Validity, reliability, standardization, factor loading.
Say consistency, right?
Yes.
Reliability.
Don't want to use your life.
Reliability.
this one is
At least use it now, so you're not just leaving.
no.
Reliability was the correct answer, actually. Okay,
Question 15.
15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which part of the brain is primarily responsible for forming new long-term memories?
Okay. Options.
Okay.
Thalamus, hippocampus, amygdala, medulla.
Hippo, don't worry.
Hippocampus.
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 Okay, you missed one question that time.
Hippocampus. Hippocampus.
Hippocampus is the correct answer. We are in 16th
Yes.
question now, and you just missed one. Don't forget, if you want to be part of our show, all you need to do is just comment on this video. I will pick one user's comment at random. Which defense mechanism involve transferring unacceptable impulses to a most acceptable target.
Yeah, what she said.
Actually, I have difficult questions. I just got this one because you are my guy.
He said unacceptable to a more what?
To
Unless
unacceptable impulses to a more acceptable target.
A more acceptable.
Yes.
That's not displacement.
read the options, please.
That's sublimation.
Denial, projection, displacement, sublimation.
Sublimation. Displacement is a lesser
Lesser
person.
person.
Sublimation is like,
So
for
yeah, I say
example,
box.
you're an aggressive person, then you're now going to boxing.
Boxing.
Do you want to?
Sublimation.
Sublimation.
Should I read the question again?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Let me read the question again.
No.
Kene, let me read the question again. Which defense mechanism involves transferring unacceptable impulses to a more acceptable target?
Sublimation now. If
Unacceptable.
it's wrong,
Impulses
if it's wrong, I
to a
will
more acceptable
I will
target.
probe your source.
Yeah, it's sublimation.
It's sublimation.
Sublimation was the wrong answer.
It is not displacement.
The answer is displacement.
It's not true, sir.
It's true.
How?
Of course, now displacement.
Displacement is from somebody higher.
If I'm arguing with people now, people will be saying, "Why will I be doing that kind of thing with my tutu?" And they argue with first class. but it's actually displacement. Target. That was
A
target.
more acceptable
Target. Like your boss now shouts at you and you go home and you beat your wife.
Yeah, but
Because your wife is a more acceptable target. You can slap her and nothing will happen. But you can't slap your boss.
It's
Okay,
English
really
like
from that perspective though. But on a norm, if we are looking at it from that, like whenever they use displacement, they use the word like
Is
you are
a
bringing it to
lesser
somebody
person.
lesser that is not like
Boxing is not a lesser person. No.
that's the
that's the
point.
target.
That's the point. That's
That's
why
why
we
it's so-
show
No, it's a
sublimation.
legitimate target. For sublimation, it's a legitimate target. When a person,
It's just it's English, it's semantics, no problem. It's
No
okay.
problem.
you know, I try to help you.
Yeah, I get, but in the real sense, like if it's displacement, is that someone higher. Now that's even why
An acceptable target. Sublimation is when you take it to a legitimate target. You not allow the person to do it so that he will be free to do it. Like a person that paints naked women. Yes, it's now legal. It's not an art.
But you see that
You are just using boxing because you saw target, but sublimation can also have other
The
dimensions.
beginning of the question
Yeah.
said unacceptable
Unacceptable.
Impulses.
So we did not say the question did not say that when you like receive something from a higher person, like, you can't reciprocate
Take it down.
Is that you now take. So that's what describes the statement. We'll teach yourselves, don't worry. But we'll fail it for the sake
Okay,
of
now
objectivity.
2 questions have been faced. What number? We're in 18, right?
Yeah.
Or 17? 17. Okay. I'm happy you paid that one actually.
They are not correct.
They are correct. You can confirm. They are correct. I will show you after the show. Don't worry. What type of validity refers to the extent to which a test appears to measure what it's supposed to measure just by looking at it?
I'll leave it to you,
Options,
man.
please.
Construct validity, criterion validity, content validity, phase validity. Just by looking at
Just by
it.
looking at it. His face.
Are you sure?
If that one is wrong, see, this is your source.
We'll kill somebody.
Would you like to use the lifeline? Just to be sure. Ask
Face
me.
His
validity.
face. Now, just by looking at it, his face. Convergent down is more. Those ones they're more stringent. Like they're more.
Construct is deeper.
Criterion is for predicting.
His face.
So face is just looking
And
at
that
Remember, I tried to help you.
If that thing is wrong,
his face.
we'll tackle that source.
We'll carry the person to Professor
After the show.
Professor Ike will teach that person.
Exactly.
Phase validity was actually the correct answer.
Better.
So
Because I don't regret
we're in 19 now, right? What psychological
18.
disorder? 18, sorry, 18. Is it 18? 18,
Yeah.
okay. What psychological disorder is characterized by persistent intrusive thoughts and repetitive behaviors?
OCD.
OCD.
No options.
No option.
Then you have made 2 questions.
I agree with you.
OCD is correct. OCD is correct. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Which theory suggests that emotion is the result of psychological arousal followed by cognitive interpretation?
Say that again.
Which theory suggests that emotion is the result of psychological arousal followed by cognitive interpretation?
Okay.
James Lang theory, Cannon-Bard theory, Shakhtar Singer 2-factor theory, Lazarus cognitive meditational theory.
What did you call that C again?
Just
Jenny laugh me. Where are they pronouncing it? I said Shark 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 Shark.
Kobe, when you're even
The name is Jama. It's a Jama name.
because
I don't know whether that's
I'm
Jama.
trying to see the name, but
Shakhtar singer. You know, if you know it,
what are the
you will know. I just call
I
you
mentioned the
The
option.
last one is Lazarus.
The last one is what?
James Lang Theory.
Mm-hmm.
Cannonball Theory. Should I spell it? Should I be
No,
spelling
don't worry,
it?
don't worry.
Shakhtar singer two-factor theory.
It's too fast of the
Lazarus cognitive mediational theory.
Lazarus is stressed now.
no, no, no. I
Could it
don't
be
that one
emotions?
is stress, but it's too fast of. We did that in social psychology. We fail it.
Yeah,
You know, you made two questions.
let's go with C.
Would you like to use a lifeline?
This one that you're pushing it enough now.
Ask me now. Trust me once.
No,
We're almost at the end, so let's trust him.
trust him that one.
Anything he says now,
Trust no man. Trust the Lord.
So you have lost Shakhtar
C.
Shakhtar singer two-factor theory.
If he's wrong, see.
Lazarus cognitive mediational theory.
What's the wrong answer?
Is the wrong answer. Shakhtar singer two-factor theory. That's actually correct. So we have down to the last question, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you just had two
Yes.
wrong. Okay. So that would be like you get this one for the last 18,000 naira.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wish I would not run away.
Run.
What is the term for the failure to notice a fully visible but unexpected object because attention was engaged elsewhere? Should I repeat it?
No.
I should not repeat
Failure
it.
now. The failure. Okay.
Options.
Okay.
Change blindness, selective attention, inattentional blindness, visual agnosia.
The failure.
The failure.
Because your attention was somewhere else.
So don't fail this question.
You should be actually selective
Selective
attention.
attention. I think
Just
it's
the
just
way they
words.
twisted it. It's just because you were
Do you want to
selectively
use a lifeline?
you were selectively
Paying
attending
attention
to
to something
that other
else.
He
one.
has failed two questions. This was how I was talking when he failed this question.
That one said that I
Selective
supposedly failed. I got to see after the show.
we go fight. Selective attention.
You are going with him. You trust him so
Yes.
much.
Not just trust him, I trust myself too.
Why not use lifeline?
There's no need. Let's leave it for people that will come. Can we pass it on to the next?
You like passing things on anyway. That's one very feature of Kene that I like so much.
No.
So let me return the favor to you.
That was
I'll read the question again
Okay.
and I'll go with the options again. What is the term for the failure to notice a fully visible but unexpected object because attention was engaged elsewhere? You got the question right? Change blindness, selective attention, inattentional blindness, visual agnosia.
see those last two. I'm not sure I remember what those things are. Like that visual agnosia. So let me just think. Okay, this is the last question, Abi.
Yeah.
Let's could just use the Ask Google lifeline.
That's me
No,
now.
Google.
No, Google.
Google, please.
Google.
Google.
And if that selective attention and these people say,
Why don't you want to ask me? Ask me. I will tell you.
will
Google.
you tell us the answer?
No. You will not.
Google. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Let me check it for you. Just give me a few
How can
minutes.
we even trust?
I will show you now.
What?
But if I tell you the Google answer, you can choose not to you go with it. Oh. No, Google can be wrong sometimes.
No problem. Let's see the Google answer.
Okay. The Google answer is inattentional blindness.
How
The
did
way
you
you
type
called
it?
it. The way you called
That's
it,
the
na
answer.
lie.
No, it's
Na
true. It's true.
lie. Na lie. See, you know we are psychologists. That I don't.
How did you type the question?
As
Because
you
I already
said,
typed it
and the
before now.
answer
I already
is
typed it before.
inattentional.
it's Google.
The way you called it.
How did I call
It's
it?
Google because that last two is possible. What is inattentional bias? Inattentional what?
Blindness.
It's Google now.
Mm.
And let's see evidence.
No, you don't need to. It's Google.
You see?
Google is Google.
Okay, so you will not show us.
Not really. I can decide to show you, but it's Google.
Decide to show us.
No, it's Google. Trust
See,
me now. Trust
Ask
me.
him to show me.
So see, is that when it's time for Google,
Sure,
we
so-
Google it ourselves.
Yes,
So
okay.
it's not recommendation.
The fact that he's not giving it to show us, he's calling you.
No, now, no, it's not.
But let's
Are you
do.
going with me?
It is three questions.
Yeah.
That's the A now.
No,
17 over 20.
You would have asked me that even with brother that asked you, but I would have actually told you the correct answer. You know, I said I wanted to return the favor. But
Okay, is that the favor you wanted to return?
yes,
You did, and we can. It's still available now.
it's still available. Yes. You want to ask me?
yes.
You are still saying you are returning the favor.
Inattentional blindness, my answer.
The way he's doing his eyes.
That's
The way he's doing his
Actually,
eyes.
when I'm saying the truth, that's how I used to do my eyes.
Hey! The psychology says otherwise.
so let's
Oh yeah, let's go with your answer.
Actually, inattentional blindness was not the wrong answer.
better.
Thanks on you now.
All right, thank you very much. You had 18 out of 20 questions. That's
Is it nice to be
18 out of 20, yeah.
because this is the way you shop like this, because that one after the show.
And then you'll be getting 18 naira from the stables of Joy Bank. Thank you very much, viewers. Don't forget to join our show. All you need to do is comment,
Yes,
Yeah.
and you can come and play in the next episode of Winner Takes All.
I'll be
Thank you very much.
Thank you.